Keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with a remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students.
Our home is like a heaven for us. We get relaxed, comfort, and happy in it. That is why it is said as home sweet home. Children, today we will learn about our home and its environment. Subject EVS-1, Standard 5, Lesson number 11, Our Home and Environment. House is a shelter or a resting place. There are plenty of uses of our houses. For example, it protects us from the sun, the wind, the cold, and the rains. It also protects us from wild animals and keeps us safe from the antisocial elements. Antisocial element means a behavior that is harmful for the society. For example, in it, drinking alcohol, littering the garbage, noisy neighbors, large groups of people hanging about in the street are the examples of antisocial elements. And all these things are the uses of our house. We are safe and well protected in it. We find a wide variety of houses around us. Children, see this picture. It is having the map of India and the different regions of it. And you will see in different regions we have different kinds of houses. We find a wide variety of houses. People build houses to suit the climate of their region using the natural resources that are available. Even differences in the climate and availability of building materials give rise to the different types of houses. Let us understand about our rights. Our right means human rights. Now you might be thinking, what is this human rights? Human rights are the basic rights and freedom that belongs to every person in the world, right from the birth until the death. Let us see some of our basic rights. To get clean potable water. Potable means drinking water. A safe shelter. To get sufficient food. To get education. Children, these are the few of our basic rights. Now, let's study about the basic necessities of every human being. Children, basic necessities means necessities or requirement of each and every human being. That is food, air, water, clothes and shelter. These are the basic requirements or we can say necessities of every human being. Now, let us understand the concept of homelessness. Homelessness means having no home to stay is called as homelessness. Children, in the previous slide we have learned that the basic necessities of every human being is food, air, water, clothes and shelter. But a few sections of our society do not have home to stay, and that gives rise to the condition of homelessness. Around us, we find many people who seek shelter or find shelter at the roadside, on the footpaths, under bridges, in tumble down buildings, at footover bridges, and even at the bus stop. Not only this, they try to seek shelter on the open grounds. Let us understand the causes for homelessness. The first cause is poverty. Due to poor condition, the person is not able to afford a house. The next cause is natural disasters. Due to often occurrence of natural disaster, people sometimes become homeless. The next is physical and mental disorder. A person who is suffering from physical and mental disorder is not able to concentrate in his or her work, and hence this gives rise to homelessness. The next two factors are interrelated, that is, lack of affordable housing and inadequate income. As due to low income or salary, a person is not able to afford a house and bear the expenses of it. The next is unemployment. It is one of the basic reasons of homelessness, and it also gives rise to poverty. Children, homelessness is a social problem that is existing in a section of our society. Therefore, taking care of this section of the society, the Government of India implements many schemes to provide homes to homeless people. Let us refer to few of these schemes. That is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana in the urban areas, that is city areas. Pradhan Mantri Gramin Awas Yojana. Gramin means village. Rajiv Awas Yojana. Delhi Development Authority Housing Scheme 2018. Tamil Nadu Housing Board Scheme. Maharashtra Housing and Area Development Authority, that is also known as MAHADA. NTR Urban Housing Schemes. These are the schemes that are launched by the government to help the people who are homeless. Let's learn about population. What is population? Population is the number of people living in a particular area or country. The population of the world is increasing all the time. That is why houses are being built in large numbers. Natural resources are used in great quantities to build houses. This leads to pollution of air, water, soil, and also noise pollution. Students, all these factors harm our environment. Now we shall proceed further with the next point, that is growing urbanization and reduction in forests. Students, growing urbanization means the number of people living in the city areas are increasing and their needs and requirements are also increasing, and all this affects the forest area because we need more food and that is produced in farms. So all the forests are reduced into farmlands. Because of growing urbanization, the land which was previously being used for agriculture or some other similar purposes is now being used to build roads and to raise settlements. Settlement means houses. This leads to a shortage of agricultural land. Therefore, forests are reducing and more forest land is used for agriculture. Moving forward towards the sources of energy. Sources of energy are divided into two types: exhaustible sources of energy and non-exhaustible sources of energy. Let us first understand what is exhaustible sources of energy. The sources of energy that are limited and cannot be replaced when needed are called as exhaustible sources of energy. Example, coal, mineral oil, etc. Burning of these resources leads to air pollution. Now, let us move towards the non-exhaustible sources of energy. These sources of energy that can be replaced when needed are called as non-exhaustible sources of energy. Example, solar energy, wind energy, etc. Burning of these resources do not cause any pollution. Let us learn about energy crisis. Crisis means shortage. The reasons for energy crisis are: energy is needed to produce construction material. Energy is produced using natural fuels like coal, natural gas or mineral oil. The burning of these fuels leads to air pollution. The natural fuels can be used only once. They get consumed when we use them. This leads to a problem of energy crisis. Now let's find the solution for this crisis. It is necessary to use non-exhaustible sources of energy such as solar energy or wind energy, which are available in plenty, in free of cost. It does not cause any kind of pollution. Students, have you heard the word eco-friendly? Yes, eco-friendly means which is friendly for the environment. Those things are called as eco-friendly. Today we will learn about eco-friendly houses. An eco-friendly or green home is a house that has been built or designed using environment-friendly materials and appliances. Like humans, some other living things also build shelters using various materials in their environment. Their shelters are eco-friendly and temporary. Man should also be able to make houses that are eco-friendly and permanent in nature. Let's learn about the characteristics of eco-friendly houses. Minimum consumption of natural resources, use of non-exhaustible sources of energy such as biogas, wind energy and solar energy, recycling of water, recycling of garbage, avoiding artificial materials and artificial colors, provision for natural light and ventilation. Let us summarize all the points covered in today's video. House and its uses. Basic necessities of every human being are rights, that is human rights. Homelessness and its causes. Population, sources of energy, energy crisis, eco-friendly houses and characteristics of eco-friendly houses. Students, we will be meeting soon with another video of this subject. Till then, keep learning something new every day. Thank you.